everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video. So first of all, I just want to say thanks very much to everybody who has been following along to date, and I would just like to ask that if you haven't already done so, you might considering subscribing to my channel, as I noticed that about 50% of you who watch this channel are not subscribed. So I'd really appreciate that. So in this video, I am simply switching around my covers. I had been giving my Louis Vuitton a break from being my work planner, but I really miss using this for work, so I'm going to switch things around. And I also recently got my cloth and paper planner back from repair, and this used to be my catch-all personal planner, so I'm going to go back to using this as I like how it matches with my wallet. So I'll be setting up 3 planners today. Nothing will really be changing in the inside, but I thought I'd just take you along as I do that. So my work planner, I always start my planners with one of these accessory holders, and in here I keep various page flags from cloth and paper. And then I have a glass inbox, and I've recently added this Sanctuary dashboard, which came in the cloth and paper, in the Infinite Lotus subscription box. I have my inbox with my tasks and to-dos, my outbox, and in my outbox I keep these weekly priority sheets, and then my schedule section. My dailies with my undated dailies, and my June and July calendar. My notes section, finance section, and then at the back I have 6 dividers with a page lifter at the back. So I'll just place all these back in here and see how that is. I don't like this planner being too full because I don't like putting any pressure on the rings. Okay. So I think that's okay. Now, one thing I'm noticing is that I don't have anywhere for my cards, and I need a credit card holder for those. So I'll pop this in at the back. Okay. And I may as well just pop this into next week because I am off from work tomorrow. So the next time I'm using this planner will be on Monday. Okay. So that is my work planner. I really love how this setup looks at the front here. So I'm gone back to using my Louis Vuitton for work. So that means I need to move my business partner planner in here. probably don't need meeting notes then. Okay. So this dashboard as well probably is not going to work any longer in here. I'll see in a minute what that looks like. Okay, so this is my HR elevation planner, and it has lots of areas that I want to study for. I'm doing a business partner course at the moment, and I'm also going back to do my master's in HR in September, which is another 2-year commitment. So I need plenty of resources to read up on, to watch, to listen to research, in order to fully upskill myself in the role that I'm in. So this planner is not fully set up the way I want it to be, but I have worked on a lot of the sections. So let me just see what this looks like. Okay. I'm not sure about the black in here, so I will take this out. And perhaps I will try, yeah, I think this looks a lot better in this planner. There is a couple of bits here belonging to my work planner that I need to put back in. And I like how that looks at the front. Okay, so I can just pop those in the back there. I also need a pen for this. And a ruler. Okay, so I've moved into the Moterm for that one. And then one of my favorite planners is my cloth and paper contoured leather. So a couple of weeks ago, the rings actually snapped off of this planner, and I sent it back to cloth and paper for repair. So it is like new again. And this is going to become my personal A5. Okay, so this is probably going to look better in there. So I have, again, I could put, yeah, the inbox, no time for fake, the inbox tab, and inserts, my outbox, and this is another planner that I don't like to have it too full, just so I don't put pressure on the rings. My quarterly overview, my month tab, June vellum, my June monthly and my weeklies, daily digest with undated dailies, a notes section which actually houses my lists and cleaning lists. And I was thinking about this planner and the fact that the cloth and paper subscription box is giving us a free, basically a whole planner. I won't say free because we're paying for the subscription box this month. I'm thinking of adding one more planner to my collection, and that is going to be a home projects binder. So in there, I might have things like where you actually plan out some home projects you want to do, savings, shopping, maybe Christmas, that type of thing. So stay tuned for a potential home projects planner being added to my lineup. Okay, let me see how this is. Okay, I think that looks really well. So the black really goes well in here with the gold rings. So I'm just going to move these few stickers into this to keep envelope. And I figured out that if you turn it the other way around, it actually has the cloth and paper logo on there, as opposed to keep or memento, which I thought was a nice addition. And then I got these divider stickers from my roadmap, so I'm going to add these labels onto my dividers. So the first one is projects. Projects. The next one is routine. The next one is goals. Travel. I think I'll call the next one wellness. And the last one is private, for passwords, etc. Private or miscellaneous would do. Yeah. Let me see. That looks really nice. Projects, routine, goals, travel, wellness, and private. And this one is just a little crooked, so I'm going to try and fix that. I think they are removable. Let me just get a better grip on this. Because I'm a little OCD that way. It has to be straight for it not to bother me. Okay, projects, routine, goals, travel, wellness, and private. And they're really great. So they're from my roadmap. And you can get a number of planners done with just one sheet of those. Okay, and then I just wanted to add in a notepad at the back here. To do notepad. This was also from Infinite Lotus sub box. And I think I will just put these back into here because I don't need to carry them around in my work planner. And there you have it. So I have 3 planners switched up and ready to use. Thanks all.